Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Forum.
I'm Alfredo.
Brian.
Bemnet.
I'm Micky.
All right, so Freddy, it's your turn to pick the topic for today.
All right, well, move your thing so I can get to the box.
Can you stop yelling at him, please?
No, look.
Brian's sensitive.
I will not look.
I am very.
I mean, he might be on his man period, like you.
I've been emotional the past few weeks, so that's okay. It's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Put that back in the middle piece. All right. Do you like unsolicited nudes? Yes or no? How do you feel about it?
How do you feel about it?
How do you feel about it?
Like it's concerning.
Like this is a therapy session. How do you feel about random penises to your phone?
Okay, let's if you guys haven't kept up with us, let me refresh you on everything. All four of us, we love the peen. So I kind of wish we had a straight guy in the group. Maybe we'll do like a part 2 when we find a straight man to give us their point of view. So as of right now, you're only going to hear unsolicited nudes from men. When it comes to me, I'm not going to lie. I mean, who doesn't like a good peen pic? I do. You know, however, I will say that there's a time and a place. If I'm on a hookup app and that, you know, I'm just trying to have some fun, by all means, send them to me. It's a real turnoff when I'm trying to get to know you as more than that, and that's what you lead with. I'm like, okay, cool, nice, but now I'm just like, you're not trying to date, you're just trying to fuck. And I lose interest very quickly. That's just me, though.
Okay, but it depends on which site you're on. If you realistically, if you're like on a grinder or on like
POF
or on a is POF like a hookup?
Honestly, they all are. Let's be realistic here. You can have this guy go, oh, I'm just looking for a relationship. And somebody made a TikTok about this, by the way. They go, you be talking to someone all lovey-dovey on Tinder, but on Grindr, they'd be like, ready to fuck all these random dudes in a dark room with their ass up. I'm like, that's sad but true.
Yeah, we love different personalities. We love multifaceted individuals. But anyway, if it's like a hookup site, like then it's like, okay, you go, you know what you're expecting. This is what you're going. For people who haven't figured it out yet, Grindr is a hookup. You're not going to find a relationship unless you get like really lucky. Like, but go in there with the expectation that people are going to want to sleep with each other. Like, let's be real. Let's be honest. It's either going to be people that want to hook up with each other or people who are just trying to troll each other, which is just as fine. But I don't know. For me, the unsolicited pics are good. It's just, I think it's just the audacity for me, because when it's like, it's like they send the pic and it's like, oh, okay, it's like, okay, now it's your turn. I'm like, I didn't sign up for this game.
Yeah, like when did we agree to the exchange?
This was not in the terms of conditions of our game. You sent this and you're just like, let's here's my penis. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Now show me yours. When did we agree to this?
Or not only that, like when they're like, they wait a little bit, like let's say you look at the picture, right, and then you wait a little bit and then like you're not typing, because in some of those apps you can see when they're typing. So what if like they see they see that you saw the pic, you started to type and then you erased it, and then you get out of the app and then they're like, so what'd you think? Like, what what would you say? Like,
you just tell them I'm thinking of chicken for dinner.
Stop.
I'm thinking if you have to ask, that's bad.
Well, I feel like a lot of people ask though. Like some people, because I can say I've looked at it and I'm like, and then I do something else.
That's what I'm saying though. Like if they have to ask,
but it's not like I don't think it's good. I don't think it looks good. I'm just saying like I don't know. Maybe I just didn't care for it. Maybe it was just like, I'm bored.
Probably because it's unsolicited. You're just kind of like, I wasn't expecting this, so I'm not in the right mindset to.
Yes, exactly. It's that. Yeah.
Okay. I have this on my phone now. Okay, great.
Yeah, and then there's also something to be said of this is like, no, I'm not trying to be like offensive. I'm really not, but some of you don't really have an amazing tool to be sharing. And when you send it and it's not Are you having technical difficulties?
Yeah, cut. Hold on.
Oh, I'm like, I don't know where it is.
All right, sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties. We're just starting out, okay? So, where did we leave off? Oh, yes. So, like I was saying, no offense, but some of you guys don't have a very attractive looking
Okay, let's just
tenderness. French reference tenderness.
Why?
So
This is not a kid show. We can say penis if we want. But my thing. Okay, my thing is it's not that it's not attractive. It's just that some of them are like super photogenic.
Well, hold on. We can say the same thing about like vaginas. Like, you know, I think it's just weird when, you know, a girl sends somebody a vagina picture. Like, I'm just like, that's weird. Like, okay, let me just say for my personal experience, I guess, it's weird.
Okay,
like, how do you take that?
Because you're not attracted to it, so to you it just kind of.
No. But I'm saying, like,
It's
if
not
I
even that
took
you're not
it,
attracted to it. It's just it looks weird. There's just me personally, I don't think there's a way to make it look attractive. It just looks weird.
I don't know. I don't know. I've seen some pretty vagina out there.
Where? And tell me, how do they take these pictures? Because let me tell you something. I'm
She's
not
trying to
about to
take
sit
notes.
there and go, or like put the phone down, put it on a timer, and be like, okay, let me get my vagina ready. You know, like
I mean, okay, this is what we need. We would love a straight man perspective.
a straight man or a lesbian,
Yes. Thank you for that.
Anyone-
All inclusive.
anyone that likes vagina.
Yes. But here's okay. Speaking as a gay man, there are some penises that I'm like, wow, like that's a nice penis. I don't think I can say the same thing about a vag, and maybe it's because, like Freddy said, I'm not attracted to that. But a vag just looks gross.
I mean, no, okay, but the same thing is like said about a male, like a penis, like by people who aren't attracted to it, like if you're not attracted to the penis, or you don't desire it in any way, shape, or form, or you're just straight up not in the mood, you can look at it and just be like, I mean, it's not like, yeah, like you know, sometimes you guys aren't in the mood with the unsolicited pics. You look at it, and you're just like, okay. Like,
And then you just flip over to another app. It's okay.
like, don't get me wrong. Like, there are people out there that can, you know, take a good photo of like anything or whatever, but especially if they're like professional photographers or professional models, or, you know, because they know how lighting and they know how background and they know how shadows and they know how all of that works. So sometimes they can make like they can make everything look really good. You know, especially when you're just randomly scrolling and you see a thirst trap on TikTok and you're just all like, okay.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you're just not in the mood, you're just kind of bored, and then it's all like, and then all of a sudden you see someone who actually knows what they're doing and you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
You know? So the same thing can be with vaginas and penises. And like, I just don't think that you are personally attracted to it. I'm not attracted to the vagina either, technically. But I've seen some pretty vagina out there.
What defines a pretty vagina? Because
Well,
I still have the
You put a little bow tie on it.
I still have like the mindset of just vaginas look weird.
Okay, so it's like the one that I'm thinking of. It was like shaven or waxed or whatever the hell. It was smooth.
Okay.
It was smooth down there. And it was like, and the way they did it, they lit it, and there was like flowers all around it, and it was like this big old
They
thing.
had a photo shoot.
They had a photo
It was
shoot.
an edited vagina.
Well, no, it wasn't. The vagina itself wasn't. It was kind
the
of think of.
photo was edited.
It was an up close boudoir shot.
Oh God.
Okay, hold on. But I give props to that person though, because for me to go off and show my vagina to the world, I'm just like, whoa, I don't know. I'll show you my boobs all you want, but my vagina? I can't.
My little flower.
Let's save that for when we're alone.
I don't know. It's just for me to like take a picture with like, you know, flowers around. Like, props to the person that did that, because I'm like, dude, that takes a lot. That takes a lot of like, I don't
Time,
know.
effort, just
Courage. I mean,
Courage. That's the word I was
That
looking
too.
for. But I'm just like, I mean, props to you. But me, I'm like, I'm a little shy.
I'm a little shy.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying. And especially if you're like in the mood and that is your cup of tea, things can look more attractive than they really are. Let's be real.
Yeah.
We've all like had a few drinks at the bar, a little horny, and you're like, ooh, and then you sober up a little bit. You're like, ooh.
The oohs are different, but there is a word that you use that describes perfectly why this could like go either way. You have to be in the mood for this shit,
Honestly,
and that is what my thing is. It's like if I'm trying to date you. And I will say this, if I'm trying to take a guy seriously, I want to date him, I want to have a relationship, I want to respect him, do not send me a nude photo. Because I'm not looking at you for a hookup. I'm looking at you for a relationship. And that just throws me off. Like, that just tells me you just want to fuck. And like Freddy said, I have to be in the mood for that. So if I'm trying to talk to you as a human being and not like, hey, let's do it, that should be kind of like a hint that that's not what this person is looking for.
Hold on, but I have a question though. Does that make a difference if, like, let's say you were talking to this person and you guys are both aware that you want something serious, but he tells you, like, hey Brian, would you be okay if I sent you like a dick pic? Like, would you be okay with that?
That'd be
Consensual, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess would that change the way you think about him or the way you feel? Because
unsolicited versus consensual.
Right.
It depends. I had a guy that I was talking to that I really, really liked, and we were talking for a couple of days, and he would always say how he wanted to, get nasty in public. He wanted to get nasty during a hike for some odd reason.
ooh, public play.
And I'm not into public play. I'm very like, I'm a little shy. Like Micky says, like the thought of getting caught and like arrested, because that is bad. What is it called? It's called public indecency. Can you imagine the embarrassment? Like, Mom, I'm in prison for public indecency.
I mean, you'd be in jail.
You don't think she'd be like, hey, get it?
No, she would not. She would not. And but he would tell me this, and I wasn't like thrown off or offended. I would just like giggle. I'm like, I'll be like, dude, you're bad. I mean, but that's different though, because I feel like we were talking for a little bit. I think this was even after our first date. So by then I liked him, so I was like, he get away with telling me stuff like that. But it's the people that hasn't even been an hour with like talking. Like, hey, what are you doing? And bam, right there, dick pic.
So question. Would it make a difference if you get an unsolicited dick pic from someone that you're just talking to and you haven't really met versus someone you're in an actual relationship but you haven't talked about nudes?
It would throw me off. I think no matter how you put it, because you're not prepared for that. I mean, like if you're talking like all sweet and lovey dovey and bam, dick pic, I'm like, where'd that come from? Not that I don't appreciate the pic, like wow, but where'd that come from?
It's the environment, because I'm gonna be honest with you. The only space that I've ever really gotten an unsolicited pic like that was on hookup apps.
Yes.
Like if it's actually like a dating app, like actual dating, I don't really get those. I never got those before, even though I wasn't really on the apps that much when I was single. Mm-hmm. But it's like when it's on the hookup apps, it's kind of like implied that you're here because you're horny. So it's like, even though like the unsolicited dick pic is still unsolicited, the person on the other end is like, oh, this person that I'm talking to is just as horny as I am.
The platform calls for it.
So, I mean, that's, I think, kind of the mindset when it comes to that. But at the same time, it's like, can we at least, because like I said, some of the hookup apps, there's like the top two people that are on there are people who are genuinely horny, mm-hmm. or people who are bored and just trying to troll. Because I've seen plenty of that, and that's honestly hilarious. But
you say hilarious, and I say more annoying, but okay.
If they're actually funny, then it's hilarious. But if they're just dumb,
okay.
You know, because sometimes they're pretty fun. Anyway, so it's just the definition of the platform. But if you go into it and you just send one right away, it also kind of like trims the fattest to what you're looking for. You know, because if you send a pic and they respond like, oh, like they send like thirsty emojis or they send one back or whatever the case may be, then it's like, okay, I found a match. We're cool. Awesome. And obviously people who send it aren't really shy about what they got going on. You know, whether it's impressive or not, they're not shy about it. So they're like, so I don't think they mind sending it. They're all like, okay, here you go. Are you interested? It's like, nah, I'm just bored. All right, cool. Let's go to the next one.
So I have a question. You say genuine dating apps. Are we considering those as like the dating apps that you pay for? Or because here's the thing.
I'm talking farmers only and Christian mingle.
Are you, I'm like...
Are you ignoring Black People Meet?
Yes.
Offended. Bemnet is offended.
There's black farmers.
Because stop. No, because I asked because I know there are a lot of people that pay for these dating apps. Like, you know, like eHarmony has something like that and stuff like that. Match and stuff like that. So I'm just like, would you consider, like, I think for that, you'd get obviously a lot less dick pics and you get a lot of people more serious.
Because you're paying for it.
Because you're paying for it. But what are you considering, like, actual dating apps? Because, like, Grindr,
anything that measures distance is a hookup app.
But are they not all measuring distance?
Not necessarily.
Well, you can measure distance and you can measure age.
I know, but
I wouldn't necessarily agree with anything that measures distance is a... Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I wouldn't say that any app that measures distance is a hookup app, because I was on Bumble for a little bit, and then don't get me wrong, it can definitely be a hookup app, but it can also be like an actual, like, I'm genuinely interested in dating somebody app. Like that one I think that one specifically, because it has like options where it's like you can look for people that are looking for a relationship, people that are looking for marriage, people that are just looking for friends with benefits, and, you know, people that don't even know what they're looking for.
We need to set up like a moral alignment chart with all of the apps, with all the data.
Say, let's do that behind us.
No,
we'll have the whiteboard again.
But
I'll bring in my big one.
We'll put it right here, and I'll keep charge of it.
I guess not necessarily distance, but like Grindr measures by feet.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Does it really?
yeah. No, it measures by feet. Probably if you're living in one of the other, like a country that's not America, it measures like meters, but it's feet. So it's like, oh, it's like 60 feet away. It's like, oh, right in my neighborhood. I'm going to go over here, get into some shenanigans, and then walk back home.
See, that's a little terrifying.
Oh my god.
Oh yes, being a gay person is terrifying. But
And convenient.
but same thing goes with like, because Tinder goes by miles too, I
Tinder's
believe.
by miles, yeah.
I'm not super familiar with the app, so if they measure like small distances like that, I automatically consider that a hookup site. Yes, there's possibility of like
a relationship,
actual relationships, because like I'm in my previous relationship and we met off Grindr. But
previous or current?
Current.
You said previous. You just said previous.
Current.
I think your man's gonna be like, previous, bitch. What the fuck?
Well, it might be previous when this airs. We don't know. No, I'm just kidding. Baby, sorry. But
if you see Freddy with the Well Ducks episode, you'll know why.
But no, my current relationship we met on Grindr. So there's still possibility for relationships there. So, but
it's very slim.
But it's slim.
I feel like you both have to want it.
You both have to want it, and if
be upfront about it.
And be upfront about it.
Yeah.
The moral of the episode again is communication.
I feel like SpongeBob, but instead of imagination, it's communication.
But yeah, I don't remember what I was talking about, but yes. Communication.
Well, going back to your question, Micky, because I don't have Match or none of that, but I think you are correct. I think that anything that you have to put in your own money, I mean, you have to take more serious. Unfortunately, Tinder and Grindr, they all do have like, oh, you want more benefits? Give us more money. Yeah. But I think that, unfortunately, because I have all the freaking dating apps that are free. Like apps that say, "Oh, we're a serious app," that's just bull. And it's not the creator's fault. It is not the platform. It's the people.
Sometimes it is the creator's fault.
Well, I'm not gonna bash and none of the.
No, like don't bash any of them.
No, they all have a place in society, and we appreciate every single one of them.
I'd be a hypocrite if I said Grindr was bad when I've used it. Like that would be like such a fucking hypocrite thing for me to say, which I'm not gonna do.
Oh, no.
But I will say that there are apps that go, oh, we're more than just a hookup. Like we're meant to be taken seriously. And yes, for the most part, the app is there, but the people that use it are the same people that are coming from this app and this app, and they're bringing that hookup mentality to this new platform. So it's the same crap, just in a different platform. So I think what Freddy said is correct. You have to both want it, and it has to be communication. I've met great guys. I've talked to great guys. I've met some assholes. I've seen it all. And it's funny because I bump into the same people in other apps. Because everyone is just trying to branch out and, I don't know, maybe find love any way they can or hook up any way they can. It attracts the same people. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it just depends. It's just they go to different apps and use different tactics, essentially. Not that sounds really predatory, but I swear it's not always. I don't know. It's just people are just trying to. Humans are very social creatures. So if we don't, generally speaking,
Bemnet's not social. Okay, and I hate people.
Okay, but if okay.
Hold on, I like some people. I like you guys.
Yeah, like if we lock Bemnet away in her house for like a month or something, she'd go insane.
No, she'd be fine.
That'd be fine.
Yeah,
but
she has a bunch of books in there. She don't care.
But
I got books. I got video games.
But we took away all your communication with people, like all people.
Oh no!
Like you wouldn't be able to talk on the phone, no texting, no social media, no nothing.
No, you need us. And you need your
you need us.
Hold on.
Yeah, you need us.
For a month, you say.
Yes.
I could do it.
What? Okay, this isn't a challenge.
I'm taking it.
If in the next video you see this bitch with a welt, you'll know why.
Right. And she'll have two.
Don't get me wrong, I'd go crazy, but I could do it.
Okay, but that's what I point.
It's not a challenge.
I'm taking it as well.
Okay, but that's my point. We as people just are naturally social. I'm not saying all of us are social butterflies, but we do need to have connection with other people in some way or another, whether it's phones, text, social media, yelling at, like, being a troll on the internet, yelling at trolls on the internet.
Which is your favorite thing to do?
But, so it's we are all social people. So these apps kind of fill that void in a way, especially when we talk about the pandemic. But because we know people were still sneaking out and going on dates and stuff like that.
It was so stupid.
Well, because there was nothing to do. Nobody was. Well, I shouldn't say nobody was working. The people that were working, we give them props for working because I know all of the nurses, the people that worked in Uber, Lyft, Uber Eats, all that other stuff, and then like firefighters, like all of them, we respect y'all because y'all worked throughout the whole pandemic and everything. But
I mean, not even just them too. The fast food workers, the people, the people who were freaking working at grocery stores.
Yeah, like, everyone that we needed.
The quote unquote essential workers that didn't get any kind of pay raise or didn't get any kind of appreciation, and they were touted as brave until the pandemic was over, and then they were getting yelled at every 2 seconds. Yeah. I'm like, I am so sorry that you had to work. You did not have to deal with that. You should have come to work every day with a bat and got to hit whoever you want.
You had to hit one person a day.
But anyway. Just make sure it's the nastiest Karen you can find.
But anyway, social creatures. We need the apps help fill that void. And whether it's a different app and they have to change their tactics, so be it. They understand what platform they're on.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would say we all didn't get a chance to actually answer the question. That how do we feel about, or what?
I thought we did all answer it.
No, but like actual, like how do we feel about an unsolicited dick pic?
I mean, I kind of have been saying that throughout my whole thing. I don't know where you've been.
I mean, I've been listening.
Okay, how do you feel, Michelle?
Well, I mean, I think it's okay sometimes.
I hate you. We ask you how you feel, and you make this big charade out of it, and then all of a sudden, it's whatever.
It's pronounced charade.
It is not. Anyway, Bemnet, you haven't answered the question.
No, not really.
I know you, like, out of all of us, you're the only one who hasn't answered the question.
Right.
So talk.
And I know for a fact you have gotten dick pics. By the way, for you guys out there that think it's gonna be fun to send a girl you have a crush on a dick pic, they will show their friends.
Yes.
Oh, we've seen them.
Every time.
Okay, no. If you tell me you genuinely don't want it to be shown to anybody, I won't.
Of course.
Okay, but 9 times out of 10, it will be shown.
Yes.
Okay, if you just send it without any premise, I'm like,
I'm saying,
you guys
right.
are see.
I'm saying, Bemnet, you are different because most people, I'm not just saying like most girls, most people when they receive those photos, they show their immediate friends. They're not gonna. Most people won't broadcast it all over the internet, but they'll be all like,
close group of friends, yes.
So it's like, hey, check it out.
I mean, out of all the ones I've gone, I think I've shown you guys like 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wait, out of all of them,
Yeah, she a hoe.
I'm so proud.
If you see her with another one, it'll be by her man.
That's 3.
Unless they're single by the time this airs. No, I'm kidding.
Stop.
I'm joking. I kid.
They'll be married by then.
No,
Dun, 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 dun.
No, but so okay, going back to the question, I don't really care for nudes. They don't do anything for me. Like I'll look at it and I'm like, I'll appreciate it. I'm like, oh, that's nice. And that's coming from whether it's unsolicited or consensual. Like for me, I'm just like, okay, yeah, that's a thing. That's there. All right. Cool.
Okay, so it doesn't affect you really.
It doesn't really affect me for the most part. There was one time I got one while I was at work, and that one affected me because I'm like, Jesus, I can't look at this right now because I am at work. that just made me more uncomfortable than anything. So I kind of, and the person that sent it knew that I was at work, so I think that's what made me kind of like a little.
Again, guys, know your audience. Like, if you know the girl's not a completely comfortable, don't be a dick and don't send her one.
I mean, this is also like we hadn't really talked about it. So, and this was someone that I was in like a friends with benefits relationship with. So it's not like we were like just barely talking, or it's not like we were doing anything, we were talking to be serious. It was just like we're messing around. So, I mean, yeah, I guess he could send me a dick pic, like that's fine. I'm not gonna look at it and be like, why are you sending me this? Because I mean, obviously I know why he's sending me this.
I've written that before, so it's okay.
But I mean, I just didn't expect it at that time and place where I was at work, and that was, for me, that was not okay. But I mean, as long as you know that I am available, like I'm in the comfort of my own home, or at least, you know, somewhere where it's I don't need to be professional. I don't really care. I don't really care otherwise. But I feel like I'm in the minority when I say that, because I know a lot of people love nudes, and I'm just kind of like, they're nice.
I think you're kind of in the middle, because I know a lot of people who are like welcome nudes, and I know a lot of people who are just like, no, never send me a nude. Like never. I don't want to see that. You know, that's not necessary. Please don't.
It depends on the person. Like I said, like I welcome a pretty penis. If your penis is jacked, do not send me that shit, because I'm like, and I'll delete.
Like jacked, like muscular, like it's straight, and you put little plastic arms, just like.
No, and this happened to me the other day. This guy sent me a dick pic, and I'm like, this disgusting. Block. No, I'm sorry. No, like if you're proud of your junk, cool. You know.
You gotta be proud of this, yo.
Yeah, but I mean, again, if it's not pretty, don't be sending that shit. Just make 2 cents.
I'm not so
Can I add on
shallow.
to that really fast? I also don't care for, like, this is something I genuinely just don't like. I don't like dick pics where I don't need to see your cum shot. I don't. I'm sorry. There's no other way for me to say that. There's no other way for me to say that.
You could have said something like, I don't need the surprise at the end. I don't need that.
No, that would have been too confusing. By the way, if you haven't guessed yet, we are not a kid show. Very explicit. You should not be listening if you have kiddos in the car.
I would say, hold on.
We should have started off with
this one is probably
very NSFW.
The other ones are not too bad. This one though, when she said that, I'm like, oh,
that was the first thing my mind said, and I had no other.
Well, we can put a disclaimer. That's fine.
Yes, we should, because we have friends that support us, but they're probably like not from our age.
Should not be listening to this podcast in the speaker of your car with your grandmother in the passenger seat.
Yeah, and if you are, I'm so sorry, but by the title of the acceptance solicited nudes, you should have known what was coming.
But yeah. I mean, okay, but that's interesting. That's interesting because I know people who actually they prefer that.
They prefer the surprise at the end.
They prefer the cum shot over just a normal dick pic. Because okay. Here was their explanation, and I get it. Like I'm all like, okay, I get it.
Okay.
It's because they see that it's okay. It's only they say I want that if I can see your face too. Because then it's like you see the whole range of emotion. You see what their face looks like.
Well, you're asking for a video at this point.
No, yeah. Essentially, yeah. It's not like if you want, it's just kind of like if you want to send it to me, I want to see it. I want to see what your face, I want to see your O face, essentially.
Okay, I can see that.
It's a little much, don't get me wrong, but I was all like, when she explained that to me, I'm like, okay, I get it. I'm never going to do it myself, or I'm not going to ask I'm probably never going to ask that, unless I'm really curious. But it's like,
but everyone's different.
It's like, I get it though. I understand. Mm-hmm. I feel that. I feel that. That's cool.
Yeah.
But if it's just a penis exploding, it's like, nah.
Like a paper mache volcano?
Like a paper mache volcano in one solid stream.
I can't.
But yeah.
I've luckily I've never had that, so I don't know what that's like, but I'm good. I'm good.
It's okay. It's nice to look at. I'm like, okay, cool, you came.
It's not that nice to look at.
Okay. Random though. How do we feel about like nudes if they're funny or if they're an attempt to be funny?
How? Explain, please.
Like, you know how earlier, like I was saying, putting the little muscle arms on an erect penis?
No.
Okay, but that's more interesting to me than a serious nude, and it's because I can laugh at it.
No.
Or if it's the nude, but they're wearing something like purposely funny or something. Like they're wearing like a like a Yoda head or something, and it's like, and they're colored or whatever. They're like all colored up in green or something.
No.
Or what would you say, like fully naked but wearing like a mask, like I don't know, like a scary mask or like a Santa Claus.
Oh, that turns me on.
Does it?
You horror buff.
I'm sorry, but I mean, there was a guy that had a Michael Myers mask on, and he was like naked, and I'm like, Michael could get it. Am I gonna get killed? Probably, but I'm in for a fun ride.
You're one of the people who'd get killed by Jeffrey Dahmer.
Honestly, yeah.
Wait,
dude.
no. Who was the attractive?
Yeah, Jeffrey
Dahmer.
Well, for the gay people, yeah, because he lured a lot of gay guys with his looks.
No, I mean that.
You're talking about the straight one.
Oh, Micky, you watch a lot of crime shows. Who was that one? The straight guy. He was supposedly
Zac Efron played him recently. Do you guys know? Comment.
Right?
Please, because I'm gonna sit here and think about it all day until I can.
Okay, but yeah, I saw a picture, but to be fair, I saw a picture of him, and I'm like, really, this guy? But anyway,
yeah,
standards are different back then.
Yeah,
that's true. Because hold on, if Zac Efron would have been out there doing what he did, like what he did in that movie, and then he went out there, I'd be like.
Take me, kill me.
Zac Efron.
Y'all got problems.
A lot of problems.
I'm telling you, like, yes, back in the day, I probably would have been killed by Jeffrey Dahmer. He was cute. Was he psychotic and twisted? Yes. I'm sorry. I mean, everyone tells me all the time. I have a thing for white boys. I love white boys. Mexicans as well, because I'm Latino.
Yeah, you have your preferences.
I do. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that I don't admire a handsome black man or an Asian man, which I do. I've had my encounters, but usually I have a soft spot for the white boys. Your man is white.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna be a dump next episode. Best believe.
He's gonna have 2 welts next episode.
2 rival Bemnet's 3.
I'm just saying. I mean, for me, it's just like I tend to go more towards other than white. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say I don't like white boys, because white boys, like, they can still. I'm also not like super picky, honestly.
No, I would say you're not.
I'm not super picky. I like a little bit of everything. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, wait. So
What was the question? Where
funny.
were we at again?
So funny nudes.
No.
I like funny nudes.
Okay, cool for you. Not for me.
What about you, Micky?
I'd probably say yes, but don't expect me to judge it. Like, don't
ask what you think.
Yeah, don't be like, you send me something funny and then you're like, what do you think? I'll be like, I'm sorry, don't send me that. You're making me laugh. So to me, that's gonna look terrible.
It depends. Hold on. It depends on how you ask it. Like, if you're asking, like, seriously, like, so what do you think? I'm just like, I can't take that seriously.
Right,
but if you're
exactly.
joking around, just kind of like, so what do you think? Then I'm
Right.
just like, you're an idiot.
It
But that
just
was
depends
funny.
how you say it. Because I'm just like, I'm lazy. Like, I'll just send voice messages. So I'll be like, so if I can feel in your voice that you're like, oh, so what do you think? I'd be like, oh, okay, it was funny. I thought it was kind of funny. But if you're like, so what did you think? I'd be like,
Well, if you're
I don't know how I feel.
if you're sending
I'm uncomfortable.
if you're sending a funny nude, I think it's kind of just you're going out there being silly.
Yeah.
You're being out there being silly. So,
I hope. Not always.
oh yeah, I guess.
You
Sometimes-
never really know what the other person's thinking.
Yeah, you really never know.
Okay, I guess that's fair.
That's all I'm saying.
But I like to assume.
Assuming makes an ass out of you and me.
Oh God.
I can't. All right, guys.
Oh my
Any
God.
final thoughts? Opinions?
I think overall we all have similar but different views.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. I mean, I got everything. I
Yeah.
talked a lot this episode, so.
Yeah, I thought this episode was good.
Yeah. I appreciate a pretty penis. Simple as that.
I'm so confused as to what a pretty penis or a pretty.
We've discussed this and we showed you.
We'll show you after the show.
All right.
But it's like, yeah, you can even Google like pretty penises and
I will. Okay, I think I'm gonna Google that and just see what comes up, because I just imagine a lot of My Little Pony penises or something. Not like penis, not like the penis of a My Little Pony. I mean like dressed up as a My Little Pony.
Oh, I'm like, excuse me, I feel uncomfortable again.
I see it just with like a little horn at the tip and stuff like that.
So you said pretty penis, and my mind just instantly went to like pretty patties. So I'm just imagining like a penis in like different
Just
colors.
different color, just like a rainbow of penises.
I think somebody should do that. I'd want to see that.
I'm tired.
Take different pictures of his penis and just make them different colors,
God.
and then put them on like a picture thing and just put one big picture.
Nobody do this, please.
Someone please do this.
No,
I would love. Okay. I guess I don't want to say I'd love to see that because y'all might send it. Please don't. But I think it'd be kind of funny.
Anyway, before we segue somewhere else, thank you so much for watching, guys.
Thanks, guys. But please, once again, let us know your comments and thoughts on today's episode. Please, straight guys, do you guys like getting unsolicited nudes from girls? Yes? Why? Why not? Please
Does
let
it
us
ever
know.
happen?
Yeah, honestly, does it? I mean, I'm pretty sure there is. There's boldness in everyone, men or women.
Let me tell you, this area for a woman, I will send it a lot.
Okay, and on top of that, overshare. But yes, please send us your thoughts, comments, concerns. As always, please be respectful of everyone else's opinions. Give us a follow. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube so you can get notified of the next episode. Of course, follow us on TikTok for more shenanigans. And that is it for today. Until next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.